That means live. That means mics are hot. Like when you're backstage and you forget that you're mic'd up and you start carrying on a conversation with one of the staff, and then they go, "Dude, you're right."
Streaming live and worldwide.
Coming to you all the way live from a little place somewhere in Cali. The Fighters Voice.
Kick-Ass Podcast.
Fresno, California. We're live here at Mad Production Studios, the Fighters Voice Kick-Ass Podcast. Today's guest is missing in action.
MIA.
But you know what?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties. But you know what? He could call, and now it's Max Payne Griffin. We're still waiting for his phone call. So
that was the one.
He may be on the mat,
and that's
tapping somebody out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
getting
just
his hands unwrapped
breakdown.
or something.
Nah, I love
Either
the guy.
way, the fighter. Oh yeah, I can't wait to have him because
Like,
when he was
I
on
picked
here,
him every single time to win his fights.
Well, so did I. Even when he won the belt, and I interviewed him the first time he won the belt. It was a great interview.
Right.
But Mark Davis lost it, so I'll put him on blast.
That's rough.
Put him on blast. And you know who? He kind of looks like Al B. Shore, the singer. And I was gonna have KP pull that picture up. We should bring it up anyways.
Get the
He looks like
graphics
Al.
up there.
Seriously, if you find Al B. Shore, pull him up, and we'll put Max Payne Griffin. I don't want him kicking my butt either, man.
Nah, dude's a cool cat.
Oh, he is a cool cat, and you know what? He called it. He called his own destiny. He said, "You know what? I will be in the UFC. I'm ready."
Yeah, no, he's definitely
at the time when he was at Tachi.
Yeah, he's definitely shown. Like I said, dude, that's why I'm so confused why the Palace isn't going to be holding fights anymore. That place has been like literally like a proving ground.
Landmark.
Yeah, yeah. For as far as MMA goes, you could list Tachi as MMA landmark. You easily could. Just because so many great fights have happened there.
You know, they shouldn't just wrap it up right now. They should just get it together and do something.
I mean, okay, so when
the Fighters Voice Promotions presents live at Tachi Palace, and we're back.
Yeah.
Boom.
Man. Well, let me ask Rich what kind of the budget was first.
Richard to go, okay, we'll have some street fights.
Yeah, right? I don't want to get myself attached to some tiny budget and being like,
well, I had LeVar Johnson, who's going to be our guest next Wednesday.
Yeah.
He used to do some promoting.
He did. He did do some heavy promoting. And he promoted himself right into a title fight with that win, too.
Absolutely.
That all we know is it's January.
I mean, well, I know, but we
know.
Can't say.
Yeah, like we know we already know things because we know people.
Yeah, we know people that know people that know people.
But we know that. But we know soon we'll be able to tell everybody.
Absolutely,
and that's going to be awesome. I'm just stoked. It's January next year.
Wait.
We know LeVar's getting a title shot,
and it's going to be at
exactly. Like like we already know. You'll find out. Don't worry, guys. You'll find out. But I do like being in that know. It does make it a lot funner knowing that we know more.
It shows trust and respect. Like the Flores family, Team Flores, they dropped some knowledge on me. They said, Rich, I can let you know this, and this off camera. It just can't be discussed yet. And man, I'm excited about that too.
Right?
Which
and
was a great
fun.
show last night. That show was fire. We got some great reviews on that.
I saw there was a lot of chatter, a lot of shares and views.
And you know what? It was energetic from start to finish. Gabriel Flores, Jr. and Sr., I mean, they're great guests. They're great people. And they are who they say they are at the end of the day. Yeah,
I got to meet him for all of like 30 seconds. But I mean, and I don't want to call him a kid, but he seems like a smart kid, seemed real polite,
very
real
smart,
respectful.
Very ahead of his years.
Yeah, and
as far as maturity.
Yeah, and then was that dad and the uncle?
That was dad, and that was a partner that helps with the team. He's there with media, and he's part of the family.
They both seem to be very, like even just the fact of, hey, let's talk before we talk.
Yeah.
Real professional. Yeah. Let's not have anything come out of left field. Let's make sure we all are on the same page of what we want to talk about. Yeah, no, that's right to the cut because this isn't their first rodeo.
No.
And they know that this is a opportunity to get exposure. We need to use the most of it, and we need to have a plan. And I love that. I only met him for like 30 seconds.
And here's the thing. You know the way father and son's relationships work as far as dad's trainer? This one works great.
Yeah,
it really,
we've
really
seen
does.
couple.
It really does. I mean, Danny Garcia and his father, Felix Trinidad and his father, this Team Flores works great with each other.
Yeah, no, you can tell by the way he's been brought through.
Yeah.
Kind of like looking like not too much too fast. Yeah. We're going to make sure you do what you should be capable of overcoming. We're not going to it wasn't like throw you in the pool and go swim.
He's taking care of every man they put in front of him thus far.
Yeah.
And he's only a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a kid. Wait till he gets in that, and I keep saying, wait till he gets into that man strength.
Oh, dude. Right?
And it's over.
Because right now he's just sharpening the technique tools. He's literally sharpening
One day he's just going to wake up and says, Dad, I'm a full-fledged man.
I don't
Bring
even
it
think he's
on.
going to wake up one day. I think he's going to be in like a fight one day, and he's just going to. He's just going to hit dude, and dude's just going to drop, and it's going to be in like sparring or something.
Exactly.
Just one day, he's just going to boom.
He's just going to walk a little different that day.
Right?
He is.
That's what happens when your balls drop.
Just boom.
Right
Along
down,
with
dude.
that opponent. Just boom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like something's going to happen in sparring. They're going to be like, dude, hold on. Like, where'd that come from? And he's going to go, what do you mean?
It was a special interview because I believed everything he said. You know, when a lot of says, hey, we're going to do this, you know, like when you buy that new car, oh, I'm going to put rims on here, I'm going to get a radio, and I'm going to lower it, I'm going to put...
And then it never happens?
Every single thing that man says happens.
Yeah.
You got to remember, 2 years ago, I was having lunch with him, and we're looking outside Stockton, the auditorium, and he said, Rich, that thing's going to be packed completely. Junior's going to come in with a 64. It's going to be packed, sold out. And he's telling me this, he's envisioning it. He sees it as he's telling me. Sure enough, that thing was exactly what he said it was going to be.
Got to have a vision first.
Oh, he does. He does. And they'll be taking care of business this Saturday, Fresno, California, on the undercard of Jamal Herring. And it's going to be a great fight. ESPN, there you are right there. Gabriel Flores, man. I mean, if you look, even on TV, they're flashing his commercial and his billboard.
Well, yeah, you've got to market to get him out there. You have to market correctly, and they see the opportunity. It's a Fresno fight. It's a good market.
And a big shout out to Rick Miriam. I appreciate the tickets, my man.
Yeah.
Cole, we appreciate it. We'll be giving some out tonight on the show. But the way we're going to do it is subscribe to the channel, The Fighter's Voice, www.youtube.com/The Fighter's Voice, and it'll pop up right here. So I'm going to take somebody random that it pops up, leave a message and say, hey, I want a ticket. And when it pops up on here, I'm going to know. I'm going to leave a comment, say, you know what? Come and pick up your ticket. Meet me Friday at I don't know. We'll pick a restaurant and we'll pick a place. We'll make it happen. I'll give you your tickets for Saturday.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
All they got to do is just have a free Saturday night. How hard is that?
Exactly, man. And awesome tickets too.
Yeah, those are nice seats.
Outside boxing event. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be nice and cool.
Great
out.
card
It's
too.
gonna be great.
And just to let you know, Bud Crawford will be in the audience. He will be in the crowd. Who is
cool.
literally, arguably, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world. You could put Lomachenko in front of him, or Canelo, or just shuffle a jar and pull any one of those three that you want out.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's a good company to be in.
And
with
this
names.
is Lomachenko. Remember you said?
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
liked
say,
the
that's a cool shirt,
And
but
this
I
is
like
a special
that.
shirt. A shout out to Miguel Salazar. Levels. Miguel Salazar made an exclusive of Lomachenko.
Oh, yeah?
And who else? Triple G and also Pac-Man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I like that with the mouthpiece and the color
You gotta
scheme
know
on
people
it.
that know people that know people.
To get the fancy shirts.
Well, and he has the rights to it.
Oh, does he
Yeah,
really?
he has an agreement with them, with these three guys.
Oh, cool. So he can just
There's
print
only
those
it's
cool
only
ones out?
limited. It's limited.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They're only gonna make so
they
many.
agreed to it. Yeah.
Oh.
If you look at Manny's page, he's rocking one, and so is Sean, and so is a few other.
The ones that were just
people.
made for them, kind of.
Yeah, the only 10 people that got them. Yeah,
Nice. That thing's gonna end up on eBay.
something like that. Yeah,
If you can get him to sign it, that'd be even better.
Oh, I mean, Salazar's doing a great job. He's a photographer and he's everywhere. I want to say he's with Top Rank, but he's with everybody that has
everybody
him.
that has
he's
Top Rank
freelance
fighters.
and his work speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, like I said.
You know, he's so good and he's such a perfectionist. He'll literally put on Instagram, his Facebook, a live of him throwing pictures away because they're not perfect to him. And he says,
okay.
no, you don't know my address. No, you're not going to come and pick these up. And he's just throwing them away.
Yeah.
And people start inbox, hey, where you live? And hey, can I? No. He wants it perfect.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, that's, okay, look at you get high-level plastic surgeons and stuff that'll turn down certain surgeries or certain cases because they're like, that's too risky. It's going to be really hard. Like the Doctor Strange movie just kept turning him down. He's like, I don't want to hurt my image. Same concept. They don't want to hurt their image. So a perfectionist in his art.
And just like you.
Exactly.
A kid needed some work. Hey, so how much time? 2 weeks. I can't put my name on that. Remember that? You go, I can't put my name.
Yeah.
I need a whole camp with him.
Well, yeah, because people are gonna be
what am I
like-
going to show him? Just how to hold his hands up? I mean,
Yeah, and
what
then
am I going to do
if he
with
goes
this
out there
guy?
and gets blasted or
Exactly.
something, and they're like, well, who are you training with? You were training with Cole?
What?
Negative.
Yeah.
Negative.
No,
Now,
and I agree.
give me like 8 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Give me like a full camp, couple months or something. That's different. That's time to, you have to break any bad habit someone has, because if they come from with training background, if they have bad habits, you got to break
That's
it.
kind of how one of the breakdowns went on a certain somebody that we mentioned. And I'm going, well, what's wrong with this guy? What it was is he sent me videos of interviews and he wanted me to post them and put the logo on them. And I said, no. I said, not yet. I said, I want to talk. I want to talk to you about them, but I can't put
our
this up.
image
I
on
can't
that
put
yet.
that on there just yet.
Yeah.
So that was kind of
You got to watch, dude.
Yeah.
You got to watch your product. Well, that's why companies like Starbucks, Coca-Cola, things like that, they're very picky about what their logo ends up in. Like, you're going to see it in certain sports films, or you're not going to see it in certain
Ken
sports
Shamrock.
films.
Right now, I mean, he's not going to co-sign anything he does not believe in or have a part in. He's just not going to put his face on there. And if he sees it needs change, he wants to be able to have power and control and say, okay, let's do this and let's do that.
And here's why.
Just like Valor,
yeah,
bare knuckle boxing, man.
Well, I'm with Rich, man. I don't think many changes are going to be needed.
No, what I'm saying is when it first started. Yeah, to say, okay, you know, I need this. I need a budget. I need Goodman when he put together his team. So they gave him the go-ahead to put together a powerhouse team, and that's exactly what he did. And,
I was talking to Rich
first
a little
one
bit
was a
about
knockout out the park.
Yeah, I was talking to Rich about that after. It sounds like a really well put together team. The fact that he was like, yeah, when I say everybody has prior cage experience, venue experience, entertainment business industry, backstage experience, fight experience, all that stuff, he's like, they all have it. It's not like we have a crew of people that we've had to teach. It'd be like taking mid to high level roster of all the UFC fighters and taking like 5 of them, putting like 5 of them at a couple different gyms and saying, that's your team, train them. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. That's like a trainer's wet dream. You will have different training styles, but you've got a group of guys that are already high level. Now you just have to help them with game plans, changing any strengths they have.
Well, I mean, okay. We don't hide behind the facts, and we don't hide behind every other word as a cuss word to keep it entertaining. Sometimes we do freestyle on knowledge that we do, but at the end of the day, we make sure that we do our homework and that we're on the same page and that we're as professional as possible and keep it entertaining by a good laugh here and there.
I like it.
No, it is.
Consistency is key.
It has to be. It's entertainment, man, at its fullest. Some people buy it, some people don't. Yeah. And some people really ask me, and I will say this, Richard, you were really going for this guy? Well, how will it sound if all 3 commentators go for the same guy? Then we got no content. We have no entertainment. And I don't just pick a guy. I'm going to pick a guy, and I'm going to give the legitimate reason why I actually think he has that 1 in a million ways to possibly win.
I'm with you. I brought picks for the weekend. No, I'm with you.
Well, let's hear the picks for the weekend. Tell us what's coming up, man.
So we've got what's today?
The weekend
Wednesday.
Of what?
This weekend. So,
I know the weekend of what do we have coming up?
Oh, we've got Bellator and UFC Fight Night.
Baby.
So I grabbed the main and the co-mains just to kind of get some feel for the cards. Remember, Bellator is on Friday night, though, guys. They're not on the same night. Bellator's gotten a pretty good habit of, I mean, Coker's a genius. He knows how the game works, and he's like, why?
Every once in a while he'll have a Saturday, but he's not going to do it and go heads up.
Yeah, exactly. Not because he's afraid, but because he knows why. When I can maximize,
he wants to keep his crowd, man.
Exactly.
He wants to keep his
maximize.
Crowd, and he wants to keep his fans.
So they're on Friday night, and then UFC Fight Night's going to be on Saturday. So Friday night, you've got Salter and Molalo are fighting, not each other, but Salter's fighting Venstinas? Yeah, Venstinas. Venstinas. And then King Mo, he's fighting Capel.
Is King Mo at heavyweight now? Or did he come back down? Light heavy?
I think that fight's going to be at light heavy.
Okay.
It might, don't quote me, I'd have to double check on that, but I think that fight's going to be at light heavy, not because he was having a hard time making weight, because why? If there's more money, there's maybe in his mind more money, easier opponents maybe on the drop down. So, and then with Fight Night on Saturday, that's going to be in Moscow, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're
so what time?
They're trying to break into Khabib's market, kind of thing. Like they want
to
be more in that market because they have a champion in it. That's the perfect time to break into that market. That one is going to be, since it's in Moscow, that means it's going to be probably super early,
maybe
Saturday
out of 11
morning.
or something.
No, probably
8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be early. Saturday, it's going to be early. Saturday
and
morning.
and hey, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you find out the exact times because I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to watch it later, and then I'm watching ESPN and it's telling me everybody that won because I overslept, man.
For the overseas ones, all the overseas ones, it's generally like in the middle of the night kind of thing. Yeah. Like I've had ones that start at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I've had fights in Japan where in the States,
and I remember
it's like
when BJ Penn, the first time that he lost to Frankie Edgar, UFC played it delayed. Everybody else knew that he won. And
which
buddies
was
of mine
weird.
tell me, what?
Yeah,
no,
which was weird.
I got to watch it. I didn't believe him because ESPN didn't put it in the bottom because they weren't with ESPN yet.
Exactly.
And I watched it and I was going, man.
Like how does that? It's weird, and I think that was part of like why they made some of that change.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want to have a repeat of that where somebody
leaked it out.
Views will drop. I mean, people are going to watch it because they want to see it anyway.
Yeah.
But people who are just watching it just to know, well, now they know. You're losing a lot of your sports betting guys. Like I know guys that bet MMA, they don't even really watch. They just bet the line, and then they just wait for the results. So that's the only reason they watch.
You know what I want to say off the subject? I wish I would have brought a picture, man. Jose Ramirez got a freaking red spider.
Oh, did he really?
Freaking clean Ferrari, man. Just clean. Clean.
Nice.
He posted it yesterday. No, he posted it today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do you think that put him back? $250,000, 275 maybe.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
But at the same time, like, and some people will look at it that way. It's like, but he earned the shit out of that.
Yes, he did.
Like,
and he does.
He does. Not did. He does. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
yes.
100%.
And he has a great team. I just had to throw that in there. And he
I
was
bet that was fast.
He was posting it, and it was just he posted it. The trunk was open, the hood was open. And he has a little son in the trunk, but you know the trunk's in the front.
Yeah,
the doors are popping, and just
he had the wing doors on.
It's the fire engine red. It's your classic. I'm not sure if it's peanut butter inside or if he had black inside with red. I'm not too sure.
Peanut butter would be nice.
Yeah, it was just.
But he's gonna get pulled over that fast.
Must be nice. Well, he knows all the officers here in Fresno. They're gonna pull over. Yeah, he'll get pulled over and they'll ask for an autograph.
I know, right?
That's cool, you know. I mean, everybody loves him here in this community.
Yeah, but man, that sucked to be the guy that had to pull him over and be like, dude, Jose, brother, come on.
So he's like,
that's
really?
All right, 4 copies, dude. Hey, could you press really hard because I snuck a 5th one in there so I can get your autograph? But I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Can you sign this glove? I just happen to have it. Cops are driving around with boxing gloves and stuff now.
Just hanging in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're just hanging in there.
Just Jose Ramirez autographs all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so you've got, anytime you got overseas fights, they're going to be in the middle of the night. So I would check with ESPN because what the UFC might be recording it as and it might even be a delay. They might say we're going to air it at like 9 in the morning because it's that, or it's going to go live at 2 in the morning. So Moscow's way over there. So I would double check. Just go to the UFC's website. It'll tell you exactly. Matter of fact, I'll just do it right now while we're talking. But one of the things you've got is you got UFC Fight Night on Saturday, and that's going to be Zabit and Cater. They're going to be fighting, and then Volkov is actually getting Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy's that last minute replacement that we were talking about last week. He's a teammate with Dos Santos. So when Dos Santos got that cellulitis, whatever, in his leg, they said, "Hey, Hardy, you're going to really him." Now,
this was a comment made about Hardy today. That somebody called him out.
Well,
the big dude there. He's always gassing sometimes.
Well, they were saying that it was BS that he's getting a shot right away, and people are saying that it's okay. So a lot of people are saying Hardy shouldn't be jumping up in competition. Like, he just shouldn't be doing it. It's too much of a jump in competition because Volkov had like almost like double-digit wins and stuff. So all of Hardy's guys, right? But if
I got 2 scenarios for that.
Well, I went and looked back. Dude, his last fight was like October of last year. And Volkov hasn't fought in like over a year. And I was looking at his record and his consistency in it. It's kind of sporadic. And I'm like, I think what they're doing is I think they're pumping at promotion dollars into Hardy right now.
Well, I mean, he had 2 almost DQs in a row. A lot of people aren't big fans of his. This could be the way of saying, okay, I'm going to leave you out to dry.
11 a.m. Saturday.
Okay.
So if you want to watch the Moscow card, 11 a.m. Saturday.
I'm going to look forward to that fight. I'm going to watch that fight.
One,
because I'm a Cowboy fan, and 2, because I like to see him be able to transition from sport to sport.
So where do you see this Volkov scenario in your head? Where do you see him?
Well, Hardy, a lot of people don't care too much for him. They don't. So he could be left, out there to kind of cut the fat, so to speak. And another one's, hey, be careful what you ask for. You want to jump up in competition? Here you go. Here you go. Let's see. Let's find out.
The thing that works to it is he's probably been a Dos Santos training partner anyway for that camp. Yeah. So he's probably familiar with the game plan. He's not. Well, here's the thing: is the UFC saying, "Yeah, go ahead," says that they have no problem with whatever was going on. Because at the end of the day, maybe they did a test on there.
That fight's still going to represent Del Santo.
You think so?
I mean, it is. Someone from the same. It is. I would think so. Almost like a chief second, almost like your second in command.
Yeah, but you're not. I mean,
you're not him. Okay, you're not him. Just like when Tito Ortiz beat, who was it, Guy?
What was
it? Yes, and then after he did that, kind of made a remark afterwards, and Ken didn't like that.
Yeah,
because it was that whole Lions Den thing.
Yeah.
So he stepped up.
Well, yeah, because he was like, I beat like one of you guys. Like he was just going on a tirade trying to beat all the Lions guys at that time.
Well, I mean, so did Cruz.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not saying it's that far, but I'm just kind of feeling that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to give that fight some life, man.
Well, no, I'm just super confused about, not even really confused, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around if there was really a because people are giving so much crap over the inhaler.
Do you think rust matters in the UFC?
Yes.
But it doesn't affect Cruz at all.
Well,
he's exempt from that.
People would hear me say yes and go, well, what about Diaz? And I would go, well, Diaz is constantly active though. It's not like Nate Diaz is doing nothing. Oh, the last 2 years that he was on that time off or whatever, he was doing stuff. He was training boxing. He was training jiu-jitsu. I think he was competing in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He probably wanted to take a boxing match. He probably did some exhibition matches.
Remember he said that he wasn't jogging to build his stamina? Well, I had gotten some first-hand news going into that fight, which I still couldn't even talk about, but we could talk about it later.
Okay.
About that a reason why he was unable to jog and work out.
Yeah,
using his legs.
Yeah, I heard that same thing, but because here's the thing though, everybody would say, yeah, that didn't allow him to have the cardio to go to do what he usually does, which is drag you into the deep water, and Nate's always good for that because he knows
Nate's not going to check a kick anyways.
Yeah, but the thing is that I didn't see Jorge getting tired. It's not like usually when Nate's fighting this guy.
Okay, let's go here. Did Nate deserve the right to get knocked out?
But he didn't get knocked out.
No, I know he didn't. But there's that what ifs that with the whole doctor, the whole.
I mean, here's the thing: yes. If you're asking the question, did he deserve it?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
100%, without doubt.
I don't think the doctor should have went one-on-one with him. The doctor should have went in the corner. And his corner could have stated his case. No, get out here, doc. And the doc could have probably said something like, I'm going to give you 1 minute, son, or I'm throwing in the towel. Or I'm going to give him 1 round, stay active, or I'm stopping the fight.
But here's the thing is, unlike boxing, you got the shorter rounds. MMA, 1 minute's a long time.
Yeah.
And I saw the cut. All Jorge had to do is catch that 1 or 2 more times, and that whole thing's tearing open.
Yes.
So
it was a bad cut.
But now you've got the variable, what people forget too, is you've got the different commissions. Yeah. This was a New York commission doctor versus when he fought back in April or whatever. No, August. He fought...
our California doctor is here in Clovis.
Yeah.
The guy from UFC.
Exactly, yeah. So, funny story.
Which we got to bring him back on the show. Well, not back, but we got to bring him on the show.
Yeah. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, but when Diaz fought in August, he had bad cuts. Bad. When he fought Pettis.
Yeah.
The same cut. In fact, what was cut was just reopened scar tissue from the previous healed one. Same thing under his eye. If you look at both fights, the exact goddamn spot.
Yeah.
So it's not like Jorge hit him so bad that he split him open, which I'm not taking anything away from Jorge. Please don't kill me. Is that it's not that he was just blasting him hard. It's that he was hitting him hard on spots that were already weak armor.
Yeah.
The skin, there's already scar tissue there. Those are going to split open way easier. So it's not like it was damaging, but the commission in New York is a lot different than where the commission was when he fought in August.
Well, he joked around too. He said, "You sneeze on me, I start bleeding."
And yeah, well, that's because him and Nate both. They've got scar tissue all around this section from just being in battles and wars. That it splits a lot easier. Nick even had it scraped down. He had the scar tissue shaved down. Had surgery to do that, so it would stop doing that so easy. Same thing with Nate.
He has thicker eyebrows though. The brother.
They're brawlers, man. They're just built for that. It didn't hurt them.
It is what it is, man.
Do I feel he shouldn't have stopped it? Yes, of course. Do I understand why the doc did it? Yeah, because 1 or 2 more solid hits on there, dude, that's splitting open. At that point, the doctor is looking out for the longevity of Nate's fighting career.
I understand.
And a lot of people don't.
As a fan, I'm disappointed.
Super disappointed.
As a human being, honestly, I do believe he could have stopped it sooner.
Who, the doctor?
Yeah. He could have if he wanted to. He could have stepped in and said, "I need to look at it." I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, he gave us.
But he was staying active. He was staying active and he was moving. He wasn't just there taking punishment.
No, yeah,
At one time, he took some shots, but he
Yeah.
rolled over and moved around and just.
But Jorge was winning. If that thing went all
just
5,
too strong, man.
It was because here's the thing: is most people look at Nate's cardio as, well, yeah, because he can turn the gas on later because he still has the gas. Well, most guys generally tend to get tired after 3 rounds anyway.
Well, listen, you can have a car, right, and you know you're about to turn it on. You turn it on. But if your car has no lights and you're driving at nighttime, you don't know where the hell you're going.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm talking about not being able to freaking see. We're not saying that Nate is not a man or is not tough. He just couldn't see. And, his cut was bad. It was.
Once you see him doing this,
he kept doing that.
That's one of the things the doc, that's why the doc, when I fought Uriah, I kept doing this to get the blood out of my eyes, and then he'd come flying in with an elbow.
What does that blood feel like, man?
Just warm.
Just warm?
Just like somebody's just pouring warm water on your face.
Does it blur vision?
It does, yeah. When it gets in your eye, it's just like having warm water poured in your eye. It's not going to blur it the same.
So when you can't see, what's your instinct besides to wipe it? Kind of step back with a jab?
Yeah, you got to step back and try to make some distance. But that puts you at the pace of you're backing up.
You never want to step back.
No, not with certain guys. No. So I could see that's one of the things the doc is looking at is where the cut was. I mean, if it was a boxing match in New York State, the doctor probably would have stopped it. it's coming into his eye. The guy can't even wipe it out now. Now he's got to try to rub his glove on it and just smear it around. No, that's not how it works there. They would have said, nope, that's it. Fight's over. Cut. Winner.
That's it. Well, that's all she wrote.
Yeah, and that's just the commission. So people need to like lay off the guy that made the decision. He's just doing his job. That was exactly what he was supposed to do. The second you got a fighter starting to reach for the blood, it's becoming a vision problem. That's if you can't argue that. And I know Nate's going to say, I can see fine. I get that. He's a goddamn warrior. Like Masvidal said, he's like a dog. You'd have to kill that guy. Like, he's not going to stop. So you have to look out for him when he's not looking out for himself.
Wasn't that a G move? Just chilling at the press conference with a big old piece of
pizza and liquor.
And just, liquor and just, doing his thing, talking, kind of going to...
Because he's the fucking man, dude.
The man.
Like, dude, what are you going to do?
That's the way to go out. Like, didn't he just fit the mold?
Yeah.
He is a bad mother. You know what I mean? He is.
Jorge has now been given an opportunity to show who he's always been.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just fucking going with it because he doesn't have to change anything.
And people that do research, they're going to find out he is exactly who he says he is.
Dude came from fighting in Kimbo's backyard fights.
But the thing is, now he has the exposure, the marketing,
the platform.
And the platform that he deserves and been waiting for.
Yeah, he's earned it. So he's just going to make the fucking most of it. I mean, why not? I think
Cowboy waited. He got his platform.
Yeah.
He got his opportunities.
Yeah. I'd love if I was talking shit on Conor, though. That was hilarious. Dude, he's like, who?
Yeah, exactly.
Like in a cage?
That little guy?
Yeah, he was like in a cage.
Yeah.
Like he's going to fight in a cage?
UFC's coming back for what? What's he coming
back for? To fight?
More liquor?
Yeah, dude. He wants to smack that guy so bad. But he's right. I could see Conor signing just for it. But the thing is, though, he's going to make Masvidal rich by doing that.
Yeah, he is. Not at 170.
And Masvidal knows it, dude. Masvidal, there's no fucking way you'll get him to sign. Oh, you got him to sign?
Yeah. Well,
how much do I get to beat him up?
Those are all, you know what, I'll throw it out there and if he signs, let's do it. I'll get to have fun.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
He would wreck Conor, dude.
Well, I mean, what if it happened at 155? Can he come down?
I don't think Jorge can make 155 and still have the effectiveness that he has at 170. I
can't see Conor. I mean...
Because he's already
Conor would just move up to 170. He won't be effective at 170. He didn't have the same pop at 170.
He didn't. Even when he fought Nate, it was still a slow. He wasn't able to finish.
It was more strategic than anything. It was a game plan.
He was using the effectiveness of being able to carry the 170 and still strike and get in and out.
And he kind of paced himself.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of weight to carry around.
Well, for him too.
To carry that much weight.
And Conor does. If you look, Conor does got a big head. Did you see? We don't got a new picture. He got some mohawk now. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He has a mohawk. My man's been kicking it with Chuck or something. He just said, I don't give a Chuck, and he threw a mohawk in there. And you know what I'm excited about is later on in the show, we got from Top Rank, man. We got head of media relations director. We got Evan Korn. I mean, this dude is just like.
When it comes to controlling the face of Top Rank and how it's
exactly, but he's having fun doing it.
Yeah,
and he's all work. You could talk to him, you can BS with him, he'll laugh. But when he's working,
I saw some of the pictures, man.
He gets a little stress, but he enjoys it. He loves that pressure because he loves the challenge. He loves the challenge. Like, okay, how am I going to kind of MacGyver shit? Okay, how am I going to make this work with your shoelace? This guy has a pulse. He's breathing. He's 147s. Let's bring him in.
Tyson's telling me he's got 2 shoes and 1 lace. How do I do this?
Yeah,
I got you, T.
Exactly.
Sandals.
Exactly.
You know,
we also got the talented, the beautiful, and I will, give her this crown as the first. No, I don't want to say the first, but the lady of boxing, and that's Christina Poncher. She's coming to the studio too. They're on their way, coming from Fresno, California.
And she's head of the commentary
commentating. For Top Rank.
She's like literally when you think of faces of the company.
Yes,
she's become one of those.
Yes, exactly. And she knows her boxing, man, and she loves what she's doing. So they're on their way, man. So when they do come in, we're going to take we're going to take a 5, maybe 10 minute break to prep when they arrive.
So don't disappear.
Don't disappear. We'll be coming back.
We're going to have them on tonight.
We're giving you guys a treat, man, because it is Fight Week in Fresno, California, and it's our job of the Fighter's Voice to, when these big fight promotions come in there, we try to bring you the best possible guests that we can in the flesh and make it happen for you guys. Yeah,
it's going to be one of those nights, guys. I'm just saying, like, you're going to get extra content. It's just we lucked out. It's Fight Week.
I was just making a rookie mistake, man. I was looking at the monitor, and KP came off this tables right there with his freaking stuck a Ginsu knife in my rib and said, "This one." He said, "I don't give a." He did. He did.
Hurt you, hey, don't mess around.
Mark Davis, he's a fan of the Sexy and Spicy.
Oh,
he really is. Yeah, he is. He turned it around now.
That's how he goes, man.
Yeah, I kind of went blank on this one now.
Speaking of.
Yeah.
So,
we're making it happen.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to take, what, a 5?
I'll take about a 5, maybe 7 minute break, be able to prep, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to have energetic. We're going to talk about Saturday's event. We're going to throw some MMA at their direction. We're going to talk about some dream fights and talk about both parties and how their careers just taking off and waking up. And like they say, you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be coming right back. Rich Ortiz with the Fighter's Voice. My host with the most, the co-host, the UFC veteran himself, ESCOVEDO. Stand by. We'll see you in about 5 to 10.